She won't admit it. Most women won't, but they all notice it. And what's crazy is, it's not your looks, your car, or even your money. It's something invisible. Something she feels the moment you enter the room. And within seconds, her subconscious is already making a decision about you, whether you're someone she respects, desires, or forgets. This video isn't about tricks. It's about truth. Because once you understand what women truly respond to, you'll never look at attraction the same way again. There's something ancient about female attraction. Before she even registers your words, she senses your energy, confidence, certainty, direction. A man with presence doesn't need to speak loudly. He doesn't need to chase validation. He owns the moment. And when a woman feels that, something shifts in her nervous system. She becomes alert, aware, tuned in, and even if she doesn't show it on her face, her mind is already engaged. Most guys think attraction is built through words, compliments, jokes, pickup lines. But none of that matters if your presence doesn't carry weight. You could say the perfect sentence, but if you say it from insecurity, she'll feel it and reject it. On the other hand, you could say nothing at all. But if your energy is grounded and intentional, she'll lean in, because presence is primal, and women are wired to notice it immediately. What women don't admit, because they're not always conscious of it, is that they're scanning for leadership. Not domination, not aggression, but grounded, calm, emotional leadership. A man who can hold his own emotion, stay rooted under pressure, and not react to every little thing. That's rare. And rarity is attractive. Think about it. How many men do you know who truly have control over their internal world? That's the man she respects. That's the man she gets addicted to. This isn't about being perfect or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about becoming the best version of yourself emotionally, mentally, and energetically. When you're emotionally centered, your confidence isn't fragile. It doesn't shake because of her mood swings or social drama. Instead, you become a safe harbor. And ironically, safety mixed with emotional strength creates intense attraction. You've probably noticed women are drawn to men who are calm, even in chaos. The guy who doesn't freak out when things go wrong. The one who smiles when others panic. That's emotional mastery. And it's something women feel before they even understand it. It's a silent message that says, I can handle life. I can protect and provide. And that message, deep in her subconscious, lights a fire of desire. Let's talk about vulnerability. Many men think vulnerability means weakness. But true masculine vulnerability isn't about weakness. It's about being real without losing your center. It's about sharing parts of yourself that make you human, but without begging for approval. Women notice when a man can be honest about his feelings, but still hold his frame. That balance, it's magnetic. Another thing women notice but rarely admit is how you treat other people. Your kindness, your respect, your patience. These things speak volumes about your character, and character is attractive. But here's the catch. It's not about being a nice guy who seeks approval. It's about being a strong man who treats others well because it's part of who he is. That kind of integrity is rare, and women notice it deeply. Now, one of the most overlooked things women notice is your energy rhythm. This is how you move through life, your pacing, your tone, your presence in a room. Do you rush? Do you breathe deeply? Do you command attention without demanding it? This rhythm creates a vibe, and women's bodies respond to vibes more than words. It's subconscious. It's primal. Think about the last time you were in a room with someone magnetic. It wasn't just what they said, it was how they said it. The pauses, the eye contact, the subtle smile. That energy sticks with you. Women pick up on that instantly. So if you want to attract women effortlessly, focus on your inner rhythm. Slow down. Be deliberate. Own your space. Here's a secret. Women are often more attracted to how you handle silence than what you say. Most men panic when a conversation pauses and start filling it with meaningless chatter. But a man comfortable with silence is rare. That comfort signals confidence and control. And women feel it. Sometimes that silence creates more connection than words ever could. Physical presence is important too, but it's not about muscles or height. It's about how you carry yourself. Are your shoulders relaxed? Is your chest open? Do you move with purpose? These small body language signals communicate that you're a man who respects himself, and that respect is contagious. Women notice when you don't shrink or slouch. They notice when you stand tall. We've talked a lot about what women notice at a subconscious level, but what about the things they consciously admire? Humor is one. A man who can make a woman laugh easily earns her attention. But here's the key. Your humor must come from confidence, not desperation. Jokes are more attractive when they're relaxed and natural, not forced or trying too hard. Beyond humor, women notice your passions and ambitions. A man who knows what he wants and is actively pursuing it signals purpose. Purpose creates meaning, and meaning attracts desire. If you're stuck or directionless, women pick up on that too. They want a man who leads himself before leading a relationship. Respect is another conscious trait women value. When you respect her boundaries, opinions, and individuality, you build trust. And trust is the foundation for deep attraction.
But remember,
respect isn't about agreeing with everything. She says it's about honoring her as a person and maintaining your own integrity. One of the most powerful things women notice, but don't often say, is how you handle rejection or setbacks. Do you crumble or do you bounce back? Resilience and emotional strength are magnetic because they signal that you're a man who can weather storms. Women want stability in a partner, and emotional resilience is a core part of that. Another subtle but important thing women notice is your voice tone. A calm, deep, steady voice conveys authority and security. Speaking too fast or too high-pitched can betray nervousness or insecurity. If you want to attract women, practice speaking slowly, clearly, and with intention. Your voice is a tool of influence. Women also notice your eye contact. Not the creepy, staring kind, but the confident, warm kind that shows interest without desperation. When you maintain eye contact, it builds connection and trust. It shows you're present and confident in yourself. Avoiding eye contact or darting eyes signal insecurity, and women pick up on that instantly. Physical touch is another big one, but timing matters. Women notice when your touch is confident, respectful, and intentional. A light touch on the arm, a guiding hand on the back, or a gentle brush of the hair can all communicate attraction without words. But if you rush or come off as needy, it pushes them away. Emotional timing is everything. You probably heard about alpha traits, but it's not about dominating others or being loud. It's about emotional sovereignty, being a man who owns his emotions, actions, and choices. Women sense when a man has this sovereignty, and they respond by trusting and desiring him. It's rare and it's magnetic. Here's something most men don't realize. Women are incredibly tuned into your emotional consistency. If you're hot and cold engaged one day and distant the next, it creates confusion and anxiety. That unpredictability can be attractive in small doses, but too much causes distrust. Women want a man who is steady in his emotions and intentions. Finally, the thing women notice most but often won't say aloud is how you make them feel about themselves. Are you someone who lifts her up or someone who drags her down? A man who can make a woman feel seen, valued, and safe is a man she wants to keep around. And that feeling is the real foundation of lasting attraction.